Ault. This is Risk On. It is, what is today? The 12th? Is it today the 12th, Jason?
12th.
Yes.
The 12th is the 71st episode of Risk On. Yesterday, we got to watch Skylar jump in the pool. Today, she's going to do it. No, she's not doing it. I was going to joke around here. Actually, she's not doing it today, but she did do it yesterday. What, Jason, my man, the 71st episode happens to be the bloodiest drawdown day we've had. Some individual stocks down pretty hard. POWW down pretty hard. SSNT down. Not big, but we got big positions in them. I'm not actually really worried about this, but I have been worried and been telling the market, telling people on this show for a while. I was worried about May and June. I was worried about inflation not being transitory. And today, wow, was it a wallop, Jason? What's the numbers look like?
It's here, man. It happened overnight. The pipeline didn't help either. The Dow was down 682 today. That's the largest drop since January. Let me get my mic over here. The Nasdaq, actually, the Dow was down 2%. The Nasdaq was down 2.67%, 357 points down, and the S&P was down 2.15%, 90 points down. Nobody really went into gold or silver, and crypto didn't really do anything. I think a lot of people are in cash right now or just short the market. Bitcoin 54,000, Ethereum 4,031, oil 65.84, up 50 cents. Gold down $15 to 18.20. Silver 27.14, down 50 cents, and copper is down a nickel, $4.72.
Hey, just to go through real quickly here, Canon wallop, the diamonds down, Tesla down, Workhorse down, CLBS down, NAC down, CLSK down, AEZS down, NVOS down, Amazon down 71, Mara down 325, Triple Q's down 856, Naked down to 50 cents, actually relatively holding in there. URG down 4 cents, KIQ now 63 cents. We're going for the full reversal here. Google down 69, Microsoft down down 738. For full disclosure, we're long every one of those stocks. We did pare back on our POW earlier this month, and I can almost say thank God.
Yeah.
Because that is a wallop here. POWW, let's see where it ended on the day here. Apple down 314, the Dow down 691, about 700 points here. Honest company up for us today. BBIG down, DSS down, Iconics down 85 cents, BLRX down. One of those ones we'll be filing a 13D on today. We'll talk about that later. It was up. MDRR down 19 cents. GWAC flat. CHRA down hard, down 53 cents. Triple Q's down 842. Rocket down 46. POWW down 54 cents. That's a huge percentage move on the way down.
Yeah.
Torch down 8 cents. SSY down 15.99. Pretty much just a sell-off, Jason. What are your thoughts on the sell-off?
Yeah, I was a little worried about Chara. They got earnings now any minute. I had a feeling they're going to miss that one pretty big. But you know what? Everything sold off today. The only thing we could find some gains in were some random biotech here or there. And the most part, it was SQQs for the win. That's the only place for green.
Anything else on the market we want to talk about that you thought was interesting? Anything up today that drawed your attention away from this sort of down pullback?
Not really. I didn't see anything good. I mean, I'm looking at the heat map. I mean, just about every sector was bright red. Oil and gas was up 0.28% as a sector. Everything else I'm looking at was red, all red. A couple individual tickers. Like I said, a couple of health, like LHDX was up 44%. EYES eyes, that's had a nice win today, 28%. But for the most part, it was hard to find any green at all. I mean, when the Dow's down 700 points, it's hard to find any. The tech stocks are down 2.67%. The S&P's down 2%. I mean, these are all massive numbers going down. Then you have situations across the world with now you've got Middle East ramping up with possible war. You've got gas shortages. You've got inflation through the roof, unemployment. I mean, what else? What else is there to talk about? Everything's negative.
What's going on? Listen, I know this is a shortened segment today. What's going on in Israel? Last night, rockets flying. What's happening over there?
Hamas launching some rockets into Jerusalem. We didn't see a whole lot of that over the past 4 years. In fact, we didn't see any wars in the past 4 years. All of a sudden, we've got Middle East conflict. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, there wasn't any wars for the last 4 years when Trump was the president. Seems like things are flaring up again here.
Yeah, I mean, Orange Man stepped into North Korea and said, "Hey, what's up, Kim Jong-un? Hey, okay, no war? Sounds good to me. Hey, take care, man. I'll talk to you later."
Do you have any specifics on what's happening in Israel now, what's happening in the Middle East?
Dude, there's there's Arabs fighting Israelis in Israel. Like, there's cities that are just being like civil war in Israel. You've got rockets launching from Gaza into Israel. The Iron Dome can only block so many. I don't know. It's just chaos over there. I don't have any boots on the ground. We know somebody that does, though. Maybe we can talk to him.
Yeah, I'm looking at these headlines here about really effectively Gaza, airstrikes, fighting to Israelis and Palestinians escalating towards full-scale war. 7 hours ago, if you look at this headline on CNBC, I can't pull it up for you, but maybe you can find it. It was 7 hours ago, and you read the headline. It says, "Fighting between Israel and Palestinians escalating towards a full-scale war, UN warns."
Yeah.
Looks pretty bad here. How does it heat up so fast, man?
It just comes down to leadership, in my opinion. And then you have people that are popping off in the House and the Senate, demonizing one side, and then you have, possible funding of terrorists, Hamas. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Iran.
Hey, Jason, want to talk to you about commodity prices. You talked about copper. Where'd you say copper closed today?
472. I mean, it's massive.
And what's going on with steel? Have you checked steel prices lately?
No, I haven't actually. That's a good question. Let's take a look at it.
Are the basic commodities continue to increase here?
Yeah, for sure. I don't see anything slowing down. The only thing that could slow down steel and copper, well, if the infrastructure deal doesn't get done because of inflation and deficit spending, and his proposals to raise corporate taxes, to raise overall taxes, to tax capital gains. I mean, all this stuff you can't have all this with inflation numbers like this.
What are the particular things today with inflation that people were scared of, Jason?
Overall, the CPI, month over month, year over year, and the CPI numbers doesn't give the full impact of inflation. But if you want to look at the screen, Nick, I have the. You can't really get a look at that. Okay. Well, the consensus for month-over-month CPI was 0.2, and it came in at 0.8%. That's a big move. And year-over-year was 3.6, and it's 4.2%. Another big move. When you take out food and energy, it's still a 0.6% increase month-over-month and a 0.7% increase year-over-year. So.
I was going to say, Jason, I drove down to Arizona from Nevada, and the gasoline prices were nearly $4.91 a gallon here.
Are you serious? Wow.
Oh yeah, this is big numbers down here.
In North Carolina, you can't even get gas. I've got pictures of people. Nick, go to the screen. People are putting gasoline in trash bags in the back of their trunks. What is going on here?
I think because the Colonial pipeline, you got shortages here, and it's interestingly enough, I saw a conspiracy theory last night. I wanted to run by you, and that is, if you look at Norfolk Sutherland, I never say it right. Is it Burlington Northern or whatever? The one that Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owns. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of rail delivery for oil, right?
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the Keystone Pipeline would dramatically reduce the amount of deliveries by train, and yet Berkshire Hathaway benefits from that happening, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the environmentalists won the war, I guess. I mean, they won the White House. They have a super majority, and you're seeing their policies being enacted, and we're seeing a lot of things happen quickly. He's been in office, what, 4 months, maybe? January 21st?
No, but I wonder, Jason. I thought you of all people would know this. With Colonial shutting down and having problems, gasoline shortages happen so fast.
Well, I mean, we were energy independent, but now policies are in place to have more Middle Eastern oil take part in our subsidies for our usage. I don't know anything about the railway. I have no idea. I just know the policy is no more federal permits for oil drilling. Everything's bad.
But Jason, I'm not going to let up off this with you. You're a smart guy. You're the guy I go to on this stuff. Colonial only.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Down a few days ago.
I don't know. I'd have to follow the ingredients there to confirm that type of conspiracy theory and make it a conspiracy realist actual happening.
Well, I'm not talking about the Buffett conspiracy theory. I'm talking about how could Colonial shut down and deliveries slow down so quickly? Are we kind of a just-in-time economy when it comes to oil and gas down there? Did we run out really in days if a terrorist gets a hold of that pipeline?
No, that's not what happens. It's all futures. It's reactive. I mean, the supply chain's actually, gridlocked, but it's going to be the fear, and then the prices are going to skyrocket based on what could happen. And that's where there's an overreaction initially. But you'll see people that are driving the demand up because of panic. And then like this lady here, Nick, go to the screen. This lady's got, did she double bag at least? This lady's got gasoline in a Kroger bag. What in the hell's going on around here? She's going to put it in her trunk, dude. Yeah, go ahead, lady. That's real smart. Now you got a car bomb. Anyway, just wanted to show that. It's ridiculous. But the fear, and then demand is driven up, and then, just before you know it, hey, Todd, it's the same thing with ammo. Let's look at it that way. Guns and ammo, same thing. The fear that the Democrats are going to take your guns. They're going to, the Gestapo is going to come door to door. Show me your papers. Show me your vaccine papers. Show me your gun. Show me your guns. You better not have anything illegal. We got to register all these.
Jason, I wanted to talk to you about POWW. I'm a fan of the stock, and I was concerned earlier about ammo and a catch-up in ammo, but in confirming with my friend who bought in Arkansas, he told me those 3 boxes of ammo he was able to buy, he hasn't been able to find them again. That may have been a one-off scenario here. I wonder from a channel check perspective how ammo is right now and if it's still difficult to get. Because he said he was able to get 3 boxes and then all of a sudden they're no longer available.
There's an ammo shortage. I mean, let's prove it. Here, I have a real-time meta site, gunbot.net. Pro tip. Okay, so you go to this site real quick, Nick. You can look at it real quick. This is a real-time meta search site for rounds. Gunbot.net. You're welcome. You click on it. You go. It looks like it's in stock. And here we go. These are in stock. But look at this: .17 HMRs, 50 rounds ready to ship, $29. I mean, that's super expensive. A lot of this stuff is not brass. Stuff that's offered is steel. You don't want to have your guns eat this steel. It's horrible for guns. Steel casings are terrible, even for like AKs. But if you just go through and take the time and look at this, it may say in stock, but if it is in stock, the price per round has gone way up. So use this site and take a look. And then, of course, if you're in a rural area, you might still have some ammo available. And then in major cities, you can't really find ammo because, number one, the strict restrictions on it, and number two, the population density. So I don't know. We would have to go around and personally go and inspect the areas. I should go to Bass Pro Shops right here on Blue Diamond and check it out and see if they got ammo today and report back tomorrow.
Hey, Jason, anything you want to cover before I go back to the board meeting? Well, this is a shortened show. I'm sure there's some charts you want to go over, but anything you want you and I to cover?
I wanted to talk about what we could do with what are we gonna do with ammo? Because it's $6.09.
Well, I'm long.
Yeah, I'm a little.
I'm very comfortable with it. I actually started adding to the position today, Jason. I bought 20,000 shares for full disclosure at about $6.10, and I added back to the position. We have a solid 520,000 shares now. We're adding back after that pullback. I like what they're doing. I have more to talk to you about privately about what I'm learning about what's happening with the company. So I'm pretty excited about that in terms of what they're doing. Obviously, this is the doldrums here of May and June. I think we're going to have some more pullback as we look at the inflation numbers. Jason, the copper trade you've identified is amazing. I'm hearing David Einhorn's a big fan of it. I don't know if you know that, or a lot of hedge funds putting on that trade.
Yeah.
What happened to Freeport McMoran today? What happened to Freeport today?
I think it actually held its own pretty well. I think it was down 3%. And full disclosure, if I seem a little irritated today, I am very irritated right now. I'm very irritated at this administration. I'm very irritated at these so-called know-it-alls and power-hungry people in Capitol Hill. They're destroying this country, in my opinion. I'm very irritated. I look at the U.S. debt clock. I see $28 trillion. I see the policies in place that are going on, geopolitical stuff. I see a lot of misinformation about the vaccinations and the COVID-19. But I did see some good news today about MGM Resorts International. They will be 100% occupied. We will be able to have full capacity at MGM, and they will not have social distancing, which could possibly mean, Todd, that you and I could actually play a game of poker or have a little blackjack fun without those stupid plexiglass shields preventing us from having a little social discourse and enjoying a beverage together. Kudos to MGM about that. But yeah, I'm very irritated right now. So if it's coming across on air about this situation, I am apologizing, but somebody needs to stand up for an everyday person in America, and I'm trying to get some information out that would help people that aren't really paying attention. And when I see people filling up gasoline in plastic bags and putting it in the trunk, I have a little concern for humanity. But yeah, so I apologize, everyone.
No, don't apologize. As long as it's not me you're irritated about.
Oh, no, not at all, man. Not at all. I'm just irritated. Just irritated, and my emotions are coming out a little bit. Hey, that's part of the show, man. It's a live show. If I wanted to hold back and just use key talking points and be like an everyday pundit on, CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, you can tune into that. You can see those scripts every single day. But here we like to keep it real, keep it raw. We like to cover the bloody market. We like to speculate on what's happening and why. And, yeah, that's why we're here. And I appreciate Todd's insight.
Hey, for full disclosure, we did buy and initiate a position in MGM Grand today. Ticker MGM. We did buy it in the 37 range today. I'm a fan of the resort and what they're doing there, and we did buy them on a little bit of a pullback today. Not a big position, but we did initiate a position.
I'm actually looking at it right now. If you want to go to the screen. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, the one day, obviously the sell-off. I mean, most of the charts today are going to look like this. Most of the large cap stocks are going to have just a sell-off from 2 to 6% range. Looks like there's a small bump after hours, but that was great news.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, wanted to cover, we got some merch delivered today. Thank you so much to Randy and the team for delivering 1831. Nice merch delivered day down here to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Skyla, what do you think of the merch?
I liked it. We got some in today. Fabric is nice. I mean, I'm excited to wear. I'm obviously not wearing it right now, but I'm excited. And then it looks like Richard Ritter got his merch as well, so that's great.
Hey, Richard Ritter's a big supporter of the program. We got to send him more merch. We're so grateful to Richard and all the support he provides to us. Hey, guys, a little bit of a down day for us, obviously. The first major pullback we've had since we've been running the portfolio really in the last 6 months or so.
Yeah.
We kind of expected it. We were hedged, and believe it or not, even our hedges do not prevent individual stocks from going down. But there are bargains out there. We're taking a look at them. Jason's going to hold down the fort. Appreciate everyone in the Naked Army, all those people looking forward to the interview with the CEO. My only commentary about that is I'm a CEO of a public company. Excuse me, I'm the executive chairman. I tend to go on programs and answer questions. Not used to the format that he would like, but hey, we're going to entertain that and send him the questions ahead of time. We look forward to that. And Jason, anything before I go, my friend?
No, man, I'm looking forward to you coming back here. It's just it's not the same without you in the studio and being able to talk to next to each other and enjoy the banter and camaraderie. So yeah, get back safe.
I'll be back tomorrow after the program. We'll be back live Friday together. Tomorrow will be the last time we'll be doing this remote. And then coming up later in the month, we're going to be at Indy. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to check it out. If you're there at Indy, come see me. If you're a Risk-On fan, I'll have a Risk-On shirts out there. Josh.
Nice.
Hey, buddy. Josh, anything we need to cover for the program before I hang up?
Nope. Got a lot of questions from the Naked Army. Thank you for those. And we're going to be compiling those and getting those ready for everyone.
Scott, I appreciate last night. We had a good time at Maple and Ash. That was a fun time, huh?
Yeah, it was a beautiful dinner. The food was so good. Good company.
Hey, shout out to Maple and Ash, the in Scottsdale, Arizona, one of the best steakhouses in the world. I really enjoyed it. Jason, I wish you could have been with us.
Man.
Obviously, maybe next time, my friend. And those of you who have supportive Risk-On and what we're doing here, hopefully your trading today was okay. I'm actually pretty excited about the interview with the CEO of Naked Brands. I'm working hard on that one. And I'll catch up with you guys soon. We'll cover the portfolio on Friday in detail, kind of what we're liking. I expect
all right.
Jason's been right on dead center on the copper trade.
We got to find a more of a pullback and get back into that.
An important disclosure we have on Thursday as we file. Exactly. Important disclosure after the market on Thursday as we file a new 13D on a new position. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Happy 71st episode.
Thank you, Skyla. You want to hang out, Skyla?
I'm logging off. Oh, yeah, I got to go take notes. Yep, got to go take notes.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey, a couple things before we get off the air. Tomorrow will be a very important day to determine whether or not this market will stay bloody red, like really red. Jobless claims are tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The consensus is 475,000 new jobless claims to be filed. Let's keep an eye on that. If it comes in between 450 and 500, we should be okay. If it comes in over 500, that's probably going to be another sell-off. It's a jobless claims and PPI, and then also Thomas Barkin speaks from the Fed, and a couple of other chairs speak later on this afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, Bullard and Waller speak also. I'm sure they're going to be talking about inflation, monetary policy, and how they can never raise rates again, it seems like. I mean, this is just, they've backed themselves into a huge corner. It's very disheartening. We have to stay positive. But let me stay negative for one more second. Nick, go to the screen. usdebtclock.org. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this. usdebtclock.org. Here's all your nutrients that you can find in a real-time manner, including the U.S. national debt, currently circulating at 28 trillion, 278 billion, 316 million, 300 and call it 450,000. It's so fluid. Look at it go. If you have a child in the United States currently, when they come out at birth, they will be in debt $84,885, right, for each child. No big deal, right? You know, the kids will always pay for it. I mean, how worse can it get as far as the debt goes? So I just want to cover that, usdebtclock.org. Ooh, that looks good in the background. So there you have it. A couple of things. Let's talk about Naked real quick. 50 cents today. I wanted to just cover this because the key 0.468 is the 200-day moving average. It actually did hold in pretty well today. Down 7% roughly, counting the after hours. This is what I wanted to cover. Super low volume, 33 million shares traded. I don't recall a lower volume day in the last month and a half. Traded just below 50 briefly today, then came back and grabbed 50 again. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We will be having the CEO on soon. Bear with us with that. We'll have all the questions that you guys provided. So let's see if it can hold that 200-day, and if it gets to the 200-day, if it bounces off that strongly. I imagine there'll be an appetite for buyers down there. I couldn't imagine why they wouldn't, in my opinion, with all that cash on hand. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So Naked Brand, thanks to the Naked Army for showing up today. One other ticker that we've been talking about all the time, SOS. Down today, 8.76%. General sell-off in the crypto side, not as big as the sell-off yesterday. But again, with Ethereum closing the gap on Bitcoin, the ratio is 13.5 to 1 now. 13.5 Ethereum equal 1 Bitcoin. And SOS having as far as I know, the largest footprint of Ethereum miners, the ASICs InnoSilicons. If I had to guess, I would say they are deploying the ASICs InnoSilicons. The 500 megahertz, 750 megahertz. And if you want to get an idea of what those are, let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little source here. ASICsminervalue.com. Nick, take a look. Okay. If you look up top, hey, look at that. InnoSilicon A10 Pros, 750 megahertz. Actually, one of the most profitable miners in the world. The profitability screen here on the right-hand side is the amount of profit per day. One more time, Nick, if you go to the bottom, I'm going to show you guys, you would have to put in the energy cost right here, the kilowatt per hours. So SOS would probably be a lot less than 12 cents. I don't know exactly what their utility cost is, but let's say it's 5 cents as an example here, and we'll apply that. I don't know what their utility cost is. We're just using that. Obviously, Riot and Mara are around the 2 and 3 cent cost. But the miners, each miner, $166 per day given the current difficulty and the price of Ethereum. I mean, that's a solid yield. The InnoSilicons are really awesome miners. As you can see, they hold the top 3 of 4 positions. And then you got the Bitmain, the Z miner. But you really don't get down to any of the profitable Bitcoin. Bitmain miners are, down near the middle. So SOS has decided to deploy a lot of ASICs miners for mining Ethereum. And I think that's going to be a case to go long on SOS because they will be reporting revenue in Q2, and it should incorporate a lot of the mining they've done for Ethereum. And so just be on the lookout for SOS Q2 report. That should be should be a stellar report in my opinion. The other thing I wanted to cover, last one of the day, we got 2 minutes. Copper, FCX, Freeport McMoran. They got a huge footprint, American copper mining in southwest United States. Very solid company, large cap, very good management, been there a long time. I'm looking for a pullback to enter around 40. That will be my personal choice. The portfolio will be looking at that too, full disclosure. We have traded FCX, and we went in around 36 and got out around 41. It was very profitable. So I don't see copper slowing down. Again, I'm not recommending the stock. Do your own homework. And I want to thank everyone for bearing with me today. I was a little irritated. Obviously, it came across through my tone and my voice. And we'll try to cheer up a little bit tomorrow. Hey, thanks a lot, everyone, for following us on Risk On. We really appreciate it. The Naked Army, hang in there. We will deliver. We are going to keep our word and deliver the CEO for a candid interview. And I think that's it for Brett, Nick, Todd, Skyla, Crypto Joe, the whole team. Thanks a lot for showing up and supporting us. And we will see you guys tomorrow.